In Florida, it's Disney versus DeSantis. The House of Mouse sued the Republican governor, saying he weaponized his political power to punish the company for exercising free speech. DeSantis says Disney's lawsuit is politically driven.
Now, this all goes back to Disney's comments against Florida's parental rights and education bill, and DeSantis then taking away Disney's ability to self-govern in Florida. Now, of course, this is a complicated case, which is why we brought in our 9 News legal analyst, Whitney Traylor. Good morning, Whitney.
Good morning. Good to see you both.
Thanks for coming in. Sure. So the drama around Disney and DeSantis, wow. So in a nutshell, tell us what's going on here.
It is drama, and it's interesting, though, because there's some real unique legal principles, if you will. So what happened is that Disney for 55 years has sort of run its own improvement district. It's called the Reedy Creek Improvement District. And so they provide their own roads, their own infrastructure, all these other things. And so what happened was after Disney criticized the Don't Say Gay bill, that's what they were calling it, it's the parental rights and education. Right. DeSantis then decided to remove this board and put in a new board. But what happened was, before he did that, the Reedy Creek Improvement District said, they put in a clause that said that the agreement, that they have the right to govern and agree until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of King Charles III. So in other words, it's going to extend really in perpetuity. Well, DeSantis and them didn't notice that. So when they tried to put in their new board and move in a different direction, this clause is coming into play. So now Disney has sued based on the contracts clause and the First Amendment, saying you have done this in retaliation for us criticizing the Don't Say Gay bill. So it's a really constitutionally, legally complicated and interesting issues.
And when you enter this kind of territory, this is typically when lawyers advise their clients, you've got to button up, you've got to walk the straight and narrow. Yeah. DeSantis has made many public comments criticizing Disney. Are those comments going to hurt him in this lawsuit?
I think they're going to hurt him very much so. And in fact, the complaint says he has cited woke Disney 18 different times. So he's running on a political thing saying, hey, this is woke Disney. And that's the issue, is that you can't take retaliatory action as a government entity for things that people say and do. And so them criticizing it, that's really why everybody's so concerned about these First Amendment violations, because that's the heart of our democracy, is the ability to criticize and dissent regarding the government. So
there's already been some controversy when it comes to the judges. The original judge actually recused himself because of a conflict of interest. Is this unusual this early in litigation?
Yes and no. Recusal doesn't happen often, but if it's going to happen early is oftentimes when it does happen. And so here, apparently the judge is related remotely to one of the key employees of one of the parties. So the judge pointed that out and recused himself. Who the new judge is, we don't know yet. So, but that's not unusual. I've had cases where judges have had to recuse themselves because they knew the parties or they had investments or something like that.
Well, this has certainly turned Disney World from the happiest place on earth to a political battleground now. Yes. So we'll have to watch as this plays out. Whitney, we appreciate you coming in.
For sure. Good to be here.